Alright, so I'm back here with part 2 of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I was going to make the first video all the way up until, it introduced you to Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, but the video was going to be quite long, and
there you go.
So I just decided to cut it up into 2 parts. The first part was the tutorial of in-game
your numbers look good.
Basically.
Now let's make sure you
this
break
right
your
here
brain,
is where you're taking off your like headset.
I need you to move your head and look at these lights just here.
She's welcoming you to
look up,
work, and letting you showing you around the place. So
that's it. Down.
Yeah.
So far so good.
Well, let's talk about this game for a second. So
welcome to the Sample 17 project. Before you get started, you're gonna need this.
And
there you go.
I've probably
testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello.
It's been a while since I've played a game this hard. Like seriously, like if you're thinking about buying this game,
let's take a walk. Your file says you've done some memory research before, but not to this extent, which is surprising. You're very good.
Like 10
the
hours
data
a
streams
day
are very
straight
stable.
For probably the past 5 days now, and just grinding this whole game out for everything it's worth.
Impressive, right?
Completing all
this building is barely 6 months old, but Abstergo Entertainment has been a studio for a few years, since 2010.
Typically, most games, if they're not too interesting, or they don't really
maybe you
grab
saw
your
Liberation.
attention,
that was our first title powered by Animus Tech. That was just the tip of the iceberg. Soon, we'll be unveiling commercial Animus servers for the whole world to enjoy. They'll offer passive experiences, of course, edited versions of real history, but only the exciting parts. And we think we found the perfect subject for our first full-length virtual feature, Caribbean Pirates. So that's your gig.
I just got into it that quick.
It'll just take a minute,
to where I didn't even really care about making YouTube videos about it. So...
well, thank you, Nancy.
Yeah, so like right now, I think I played 5 days, probably got about 50 hours total.
Magnifique.
And I've only got about 50 or 60. I'm not quite sure.
This is for you.
But I thought
the primary tool of our trade.
Last time I looked,
your communicator.
54, 59%.
Power it up and give it a look. It's pretty slick.
And that is with to complete that, you pretty much have to do everything in this.
You might have noticed that security seems a little light around here. That's because you're
so, if you're going to 100% this game, you definitely are going to have some time involved. A lot of the time is traveling to new places, because before you can fast travel, just like any other game, you have to actually travel there first. So, when you're traveling there and you're running into enemies and you have to, take down enemy ships and stuff like that, it does take quite a bit of time. But generally,
key to getting around.
There's nothing really grinding about it. A lot of games that have a lot of gameplay hours in it, it seems like you have to grind a ton. It's kind of grinding, but just about every area you go to, it is going to be a whole new area. Nothing is ever going to look the same.
See that flashing wireless signal?
It
means you're hooked up to the elevator. I'll let you do the honors. We're headed up to the Sample 17 studio, 2nd floor.
Out in the ocean on these little tiny islands and stuff. If you go to one on the side of like a big island where it's not an actual map that you're playing on, but it's just like a little tiny island, those look the same, but they still put the chests in different spots, but they're easy to find anyways.
There's the boss.
That's the only part in this game
that
I've even found that where they just basically reuse the exact same setting.
Have you met our new hire? Just started today.
There might be 10 of those
Sample
in a
17,
world that
the Kenway line.
Haytham,
Edward,
there's probably
the
pirate. 9 or 10 different major areas when you defeat forts, and then there's going to be typically anywhere from 3 to 6
Just
places
let me get this
to
one settled, and I'll see you in 5 minutes.
So there's quite a few
nice to meet you.
maps on
This is the sample 17 floor.
Actually, like, load
We're diving into the memories of one very generous donor, Desmond Miles. We're pulling all the best stuff from his DNA. And hopefully one day, we can forge some fantastic experiences from what we find in there.
There's really, I mean, I have to actually say that it's definitely a solid game.
He's just fixing something for you.
Not fixing.
The whole time I've been playing this game,
calibrating, right?
There's
so here
only
we are.
one time I even ran into a glitched area on this game.
This is all yours.
It was really minor. All it was two enemies. They were stuck in a rock.
If you need any hints or tips, the Animus is loaded with tutorial programs,
and they could alert the other.
And I'll check in on you later.
The other enemies, but you could just walk around them. But that's the only time I've even walked into a glitched area. And everything so far has ran really smooth. I'm really, I don't know.
Welcome to
it's
Animus
kind of weird.
Abstergo Entertainment's proprietary ancestral memory research tool. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns about how to operate your Animus console, please contact your project supervisor,
as far as how it runs and stuff.
You have been registered as part of the Sample 17 project.
You know,
your primary research target is Edward James Kenway,
so I figured
born March 10, 1693,
and stuff
Swansea, Wales.
You know, I'm really impressed with the loading times
all signs normal.
on the
all
PlayStation
systems
4.
optimal.
It seems
Extra
like
neurotransmitters
the
activated.
times are down to maybe 5 seconds or something, 3, 4, 5 seconds, whereas on older consoles, games would take quite the time to load. You know, sometimes they took all the way up to 45 seconds. So that's really surprised that that's running that well. Really surprised how well the graphics are on PlayStation 4 too. Just because they're new consoles doesn't mean they're fully blown PCs, even though a console edition is basically a small computer. But you know, the graphics seem really nice on this game. Now you're probably not gonna get
lively Havana. I've been here once before. It was a truly awful pleasure.
Because if I ran this game in HD at high quality,
see someone you know.
No, just putting on a friendly face. I shouldn't want to be mistaken for a pirate again.
Right.
I get too much
like
stuff to do in too little time. You know what I'm saying? So, but you can't tell how nice the graphics are because you can tell when there's a small when there's a spot where hardly anything's moving. You can tell how all the frames really start to clear up and everything starts to look really nice.
Mad to think Spain and England
Whereas
were at war 2
people are
years
moving
ago, isn't
around
it?
a lot, it
Here I
seems
am,
to get
bartering with
worse,
Spaniards like they were my cousins.
Yeah, the game runs really nice.
Nothing
looks
wrong,
really
Duncan.
nice.
No, it's nothing.
Plays
Sand
really
in my
nice.
hampers. So where's the best squad in town? I'm dying
You
for
know,
a quick kip.
another
Or a
thing I
siesta,
was
should
gonna
I say.
tell you, this is, you know, this is typically
just headed
quite
to,
common
a
in
public
very
house
big
now to
video
meet
games.
some
The
merchants.
first thing everyone always tries
show
to
you
do
the way.
is some
Well,
kind
lead
of
on.
infinite money glitch or something.
I hope you'll tarry a
And
bit.
I
while
typically
conduct
try
my
to look
meeting.
all this stuff up on
It'd be a great
YouTube,
relief to have
you
a
know,
man of
see
your
how
stature nearby.
the game,
In case misunderstanding.
I can hang
you know,
about.
if there's any cheats, exploits,
I might have a drink.
glitches,
Finish
just to
this
see what
drink.
I'm getting into when I buy a
But
video
they don't
game.
take kindly
And
to
the only thing I
pirates
could
here,
really
do they?
find was I found
Wonder
one,
how
you
many
know,
stolen
money glitch,
reals
but
bought
it
these men this
seems
perch.
that's already been patched for the most part. Not saying it still can't be done, but yeah. So it seems like this is a solid game, and after, all right, we're gonna go into
Hola,
nighttime.
ladies.
All right.
Don't know these women, do you?
So
No,
after like 50
They
hours
charge
of
money
playing
for
this
that kind
game,
of privilege.
I'm still
A few dozen
I don't even
reals
think
for
I'm
every
less
hour
than
of knowing.
100K yet. In
Keen to meet
Wars.
them.
I think it still
goodness,
keeps
no,
telling me
I'm a
I'm
married
like
man.
102,000.
Married man of their forte,
in,
mate.
in the most, I don't know what it is, prestigious pirates or profitable pirates. I can't remember what it listed as, but I started out at like 200,000 and I went down to 100. And
Aha!
what's weird
Here's
is
a
like when I
purveyor
got
of
down to like
personal defenses. I should
115,000,
acquire a blade for myself, Duncan.
I
just as you
just
have.
started making
This
tons
rusty
of
razor's
money,
nothing to admire.
and I was raking
Even
in
so,
like
I appear a
10,000.
mere kitten walking so close upon you.
You know,
Perhaps a small
in
dagger would suit
one-
me.
in
Let's
one
see what he's
mission
showing.
or whatever.
Maybe I'll buy a sword
Still
too.
like
We both jump
102,000.
rank.
So
we'll be quite the
that
pair,
right
you and
there
I.
tells
Twin
me
devils.
that there are a ton of people that are still
Lend us a
playing
few
this
reals
game.
then.
This game has been
I did save your skin.
a while now.
Of course.
Cheers.
It just goes to show that a
Bienvenido.
ton of people are
Adelante.
still playing this game still. I don't know if this game has much replayability as far as like once you beat the game, like if you wanted to start a second playthrough, because there's really not too many different things to do. I mean, if you want to sit there and grind out all the areas and complete them 100%, then you can do that on your first playthrough, but it's not like there's hardly anything that's going to change in the game.
That's a better fit for me.
The second playthrough. So
How
I
do
really
you
don't
fare?
know if there's much replayability after you play your first playthrough, but there's definitely replayability as far as when you go to one area and you have to do a mission.
I'll get us a better view. What are we
cleared
looking
it
for?
Completely out. If you come back and you clear it out, there's definitely some replayability there. So, and another thing is about the replayability and the clearing the maps out. If you are 100% kind of person where you want to complete everything, you're definitely going to want to try to clear out
Every finger's a fishhook. That's how you tell a true sailor.
because you don't want to have to travel back and re-go through things. It's definitely going to eat up a lot of your time if you do that. Ooh, look at me. Look at my climbing skills. This dude is fearless. Could you imagine trying to actually climb that in real life? Nah, that ain't happening, bruh. Alright, so that's about the end of it for me, guys. I'm gonna let you guys watch the rest of the video if you guys want. I appreciate it if you guys would like the video.
I think I see the place.
Subscribe.
We're not far.
Whatever you guys want. Peace, guys. I'm out of here.
Hang tight.
He's brought me blind. Good God, what do I do? Oh, I can't breathe. I think my heart's
Stop or I'll break your knees when I catch you.
Damn it! Die!
You robbed the wrong man, mate. A fellow with dangerous friends.
Maldita sea. Hora de volver con mamá. Tengo suficiente bebida para un té. La estrella del mar necesita brea y madera. Dejaré que los chicos se encarguen mientras me voy. Dios nos... ¿Sabes cuándo llegará nuestra
Joe,
paz?
you're alive.
Of course I am. That filch was no fuss.
Oh, yeah. Ah, we've arrived.
Take your time. I'll be just here.
Fancy meeting a Welshman deep in Dago country. I'm English myself. Biding my time till the next war calls me to service.
Lucky King George, having a piss pot like you flying his flag.
Oi! Skulk! I've seen your face before. You's mates with them pirates down in Nassau.
Shut your fucking gob or I'll fill it with shot, you hear me?
Edward, is it?
You bastard! Hey, I warned him. You want a dust-up? I'll give you one. Come on, lads. I've seen bigger arms on a bird.
mate.
I'll catch you up! ¡Perro inglés! ¡Todos a una!
Blanco claro.
¡Está por aquí!
¡Esa rata está a tiro!
¡Desde aquí puedo darle!